Dreamscape presents The Road to Guilford Courthouse, The American Revolution in the Carolinas, by John Buchanan, narrated by Pete Cross. Preface. This book is about the British campaign of 1780 to 1781 to regain the Carolinas from the American rebels. On learning of my subject, a friend of mine, well-educated, well-read, intellectually curious, looked surprised and admitted, "I really don't know what happened south of Philadelphia." He is not alone. Despite copious writings and intense study beginning in the decade it occurred and continuing to this day, it remains for the reading public an historical terra incognita. Yet the tactical masterpiece of the War of the Revolution occurred in the South, and a battle, long, bloody, and obstinate, that went far in deciding the great issue at stake. We will also witness in the southern back country a little-known but savage civil war, far exceeding anything in the North. Now to turn to a few technical matters. I use the term English and British interchangeably, although British rightly referred then as now to English, Scots, Welsh, Anglo-Irish, and the Protestant inhabitants of the province of Ulster in Northern Ireland, and those Americans who stayed loyal to the Crown and became known to their enemies and forevermore as Tories. The latter called themselves Loyalists, and sometimes in battle to identify themselves King's friends. It is currently fashionable to use their terminology, but I prefer Tory, because it is short, descriptive, and sanctified by 2 centuries of popular usage. There can be no mistake to whom one is referring. For the same reasons, I use the word rebel to refer to the American revolutionaries. They never used the word. They called themselves Whigs or Patriots. It will be quite clear in the text that when I refer to the American Army or American militia, I am referring to the rebels. The Tories were also Americans, of course, but one has to draw the line somewhere. In the 18th century, the word partisan in the military sense had 2 meanings. It was used to describe light troops trained for skirmishing at the van or on the flanks of an army on the move, as rear guards for a retreating army, and also for scouting, sentry duty, raids, foraging, and so on. Ideally, light troops were fast-moving and did not require the cumbersome, slow-moving wagon trains that marked 18th century armies. Daniel Morgan, who obviously had given the matter considerable thought, believed it was incompatible with...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?